And we're underway, the final game of round 3. Kick-off down to Jason Saab, and they'll work it forward where Taukeaho bounces off the tackle there of Horsburgh. They come in numbers. Tavunga now tries to spin his way in from dummy half. It's going to be a penalty as well to Manly, and Corey Horsburgh is going to the sin bin. Half a metre short. Tavunga goes wide. Cherry Evans. Here is Hopewadi. Takes them on himself. Good tackle again by Ethan Strange. He's been outstanding. Garrick for the corner. They'll deny him, or have they? He'll plant it down, and Grant Atkins says he got there. They thought they had him held up there, and then that effort. Last play here, Cherry Evans from the 30, puts it up. Brooks chasing through. Pressure on Weeks. It's still there. Fogarty couldn't clean it up. Guess who pounced? Ethan Bullymore. Good one to catch with the uprights in the back of the mind of the young fullback. Weeks puts it down. Fogarty couldn't hoover it up. Bullymore could. So Nicholson on this right-hand side as Cherry Evans hooks it back across his body. More pressure here on Weeks. Now Lalo is there. More contact. The ball went down. Now Brooks. He leaks up with yes. A double in 2 minutes off bombs for Ethan Bullymore. Bullymore looking for a hat-trick. A metre short. He'll play it quickly. Simpkin dives in from dummy half. He got there as well. In the space of 10 minutes, Manly have blown this game wide open. A couple of metres out when he plays it. Brooks now. They came up quickly. Olakau'atu standing, gets an offload away. Hopewadi out to Garrick. Could he get it down? I don't know that he did. The ball there appears on the ground, and he scored again. From close range, his second try, where it looked as though they might have held him up, but the ball finds the turf instead. Simpkin for Cherry Evans, Grubbers, Garrick looking for a hat-trick. What a night for the new dad. He's rocked the baby to sleep. 1-day-old Elsie. What a story they will have. It's a bombing raid from Manly on this Sunday night at Brookie. Cherry Evans out to Garrick. He might get 4 or 5. Here he is! Reuben Garrick. The rarest night indeed. Flat pass came from Nicholson, and then Fogarty chipping over the top. A beautifully weighted kick for Seb Chris.
It took something very special for the Raiders' first try. The offload out the back. The Manly team had raced up defensively, and Jamal Fogarty had about a metre corridor to land that perfectly because Hopewadi was coming across.
They go left. Cherry Evans, long ball. Brooks, Kohler cut down there. Try saver made by Timokor, was it? Right wing for the Sea Eagles. Cherry Evans going to Brooks. Here's Hopewadi out to Kohler. He sees the line, spins his way in. Did he get it on the turf? The referee takes a look and he says no. Now Cherry Evans chipping over the top. Here is Garrick. Comes up with the ball. What a flick pass. Capping off a great night. Travojevic, Ben that was cut down 10 metres out. Paddy here. Feeds it back to Fogarty, looking for a second try. Josh Papali'i fires it out the back, and pushing up in support, as always, is Hudson Young. And at full time here, they've taken down the Canberra Raiders, who suffered their first loss for the season. It's 40 points to 12 at the end of everything.
Sebs, congratulations. Your thoughts on what transpired this evening?
Yeah, I thought it was a really good performance. And we got some rewards at the back end of that first half and early in the second half. And it's probably off the back of a bit of work that we put into the Raiders. I think we had a fair bit of field position and possession, and as I said, it was good to get some rewards off the back of that.
Tanya Lukaseka, we were told ruptured Achilles. Is it, how's he in it?
Yeah, that's the initial diagnosis. So I think he's booked in for an operation tomorrow, so which is really disappointing for Taniela and him personally and his family and us as a club, because he's been starting front row since I've been at the club, and someone that we value on and off the field. So he'll be missed, but he'll have the operation, and we'll make sure that we get around him and look after him.
Brown and then Toff Sipley are options as well for you there, so you've got some stock in the front row.
Yeah, we're quite fortunate there. Brownie's available and trained really well during the week. Toff had a good game in second grade, and so we're fortunate there.
Since Ricky just came in here as quite an entertaining press conference, but he said he doesn't. Correct me if I'm wrong here. He said, "I don't understand the rules," because he was referring, I think, to the obstruction, no try. Do you understand the rules? Do you?
Look, I'm not going to comment. Look, again, I haven't listened to what's been said, so it's not for me to comment on. We were on the wrong end of the penalty count last week over in New Zealand. So, again, I'm not sure what's been said, but I'm not going to make any comment on that.
What about the performance? Talking to the guys out there, they said the key now is to bridge that gap between your good performances and the poor ones last week.
Well, I think that's probably unfair on the New Zealand Warriors, because I thought they were outstanding last week. So I don't think it was. I thought we fought really hard. Like, the back end of the game, we were still sort of, it was 24-16, and we had Jake sent to the sin bin and Ches go off and Turbo go off, and we were fighting really hard. So I don't think it was necessarily a poor performance. I thought New Zealand suffocated us, and I felt as though we probably did that to Canberra today. We put them in uncomfortable, situations. The kicking game of Ches and Brooksy, and our kick chase was really on today. And we put a lot of work into them. But it was really pleasing to play so well against a really good side. I've got a really high opinion of Canberra, and their form the last couple of weeks has been outstanding. So we were really pleased.
Is there a happier man on the planet than Ruben Garrick currently?
What a 24 hours, little baby girl, and scored 4 tries and kicked like 6 goals or something like that. I think he wanted to take the 2 points at the end of the game. I knew Chaz would have let him. But what a 24 hours. So great experience for him and Rolly, first-time parents, and little baby girl. So really, really pleased for both of those guys.
Is it nice to have a guy like that in your team who, comes up every year with 200 or even 300 points?
It's really special. He works really hard at his craft, and I think he can be a really elite centre. That's sort of why I moved him there last year. A great goal kicker. Really good person off the field. Gets on well with the guys. So he's a really great asset for us as a club.
Can you tell us what the impact that losing Taniela will have in the free club?
Obviously, we don't really know what that's going to mean, him not playing, but as Steve's touched on, he's been a starting front row for the last couple of years, so he's someone that we really value on and off the field. So, not a great night for him, and as Steve's mentioned, we're going to have to get around him. But what that looks like, obviously he's going to spend some time on the sideline, but it just creates an opportunity for someone to be that starter and really go after it. And we've got people on our side that have played a lot of first grade in that front row stock, as you guys have mentioned. So, unfortunately for Nella, it's going to create an opportunity for someone else, and we'll get around Nella, and then someone, as I said, someone's going to get an opportunity. We'll get around them and make sure they feel valued as well.
Can you tell us what your week was like? You seem to be discussing the futures every week now. Did you find that a distraction at all? The fact that you got brought up and talk about 2-year contracts and all sorts of stuff? Because the one bloke we didn't hear from was you.
Pardon?
So the one bloke we didn't hear from was you during the whole...
We heard from you a lot this week, Reedy, about my situation, didn't we? I'm obviously a pretty sort of private person, and I like to make sure that my footy does the talking. So I'm at a great club with a great team, and I just wanted to do my job tonight. The stuff that's spoken about externally, I don't love it. I don't like that attention. I like it when the attention is on my footy. So I'll do my best to keep my head down and make sure that I'm doing my job for the team and making them proud. That's really important to me.
Are you still deciding whether you're on that? Is that the issue?
I guess to some extent, yeah, there's a fair bit of decision to be made. But as I said, from December, January, me and the club have been talking the whole time. So there's no animosity there. Everyone's on the same page. Everyone just wants to know what I'm doing. So when the time's right, everyone will know. I guess that's as simple as it has to be.
Don't want to put us out of our misery now? Or
I wish I could help you, Reedy.
do you really?
And is Matthew Lodge any chance of coming back in anytime soon? Or?
Yeah, well, Lodgy at the moment's on a New South Wales Cup contract, so as it stands at the moment, he's not available until round 11. Unfortunately, he broke one of his toes during the week at the training session that he attended. So, look, I think it's a couple of weeks to heal there, and then we'll get Lodgy fit and firing, and once round 11 comes, becomes available for us. So, that's a good inclusion. Having someone like Lodgy's played well over 100 odd games in the front row. So, he's part of the club, and a little setback during the week, but he'll get that right, and we'll get access to him at some stage during the season.
Well, Ricky, commiserations, a tough result. How did you see the performance?
Well, I don't think there's a football team in the competition that's going to defend to those statistics and win.
Not a lot of possession, of course. What did you put that down to? Was it more your team's resilience or mentality or anything like that?
Not a lot of possession. Well, when you keep having 6 against you, you're not going to get the ball.
Did you think that Grant Atkinson's performance out there was subpar today?
I'm not allowed to talk about a ref, but I hope Andrew Abdo has an answer for us all. When you look at statistically, we had to make 220 or 200 and something, 12 tackles or something in the first half to 70. And you can't be ahead on the scoreboard with that. When you look at the average play the ball speed, and it was just brought to me then, it was something like 3.54 for one team and 3.55 for the other team. So where's the inconsistency in the play the balls there? How come we get, I think it was 6-1 in 6 against? And in the 6 against that go against my poor buggers, I see those tackles every week by certain teams. Nothing's done. So you tell me, because I'm not allowed to.
Your team did look like they were trying very, very hard. They did well to defend their line, particularly towards the end.
Mate, I'll sound like an idiot, but at half time they scored 2 tries from dummy half through our players. We had 1 in the bin. They had scored 2 tries from dummy half, which is, probably poor organisation at the ruck there, end or fatigue, and 2 off kicks out of the 30 points. So defensively, we did a sound job. They should have been 50. They should have been 50 or 60 at half time, mate. But well done, they won, and we didn't. But I just don't get the first half.
You can't comment on referees, but you can comment on decisions. Did you think that decision beating Corey Horsburgh was a correct decision?
Mate, they'll tell me it's correct. Really, it doesn't matter. They'll tell me it was correct. Mate, I'm better off not answering questions.
How significant was that moment?
Now what?
How significant was that moment?
Massive. When you've got those statistics and you've got one player taken off, What do you think of the decision when we had our try disallowed? After 20 minutes of having no football, and we get a set in round halfway, and we score a wonderful try. I mean, it's really difficult coaching when you don't know the rules, you don't know interpretations, because I got no idea. My ball player was hit late. We want to make defenders defend this year. That was what the rule was when Wayne and Ivan and I sat down with Ashley and Andrew and Graham. But that's gone out the window. We wanted to make defenders defend.
Do you think that, just say that they decided that's an obstruction, that should have been a penalty your way?
Well, my ball player got hit after he passed. If it was a couple of other players, I know exactly where the penalty would have went. If it was my bloke. But that whole game changed then. But again, we'll bounce back. We've got another tough road trip, but we'll bounce back. I've got all the faith in the world. But something's changed this week, and I've got a great idea of how.
You mentioned you sat down for your part of the. I think it was you.
I wasted 2 days, mate, coming up here. I wasted 2 days.
Yourself tonight.
Oh.
So.
Mate, yeah. Well, I don't know. And there's a lot of other people who don't know either.
Do you feel for your players, Ricky, how proud are you of the squad and the performance they put in, though, despite all the inconsistencies?
Yeah, I feel for how they've been. I feel for a lot of situations for them tonight.
You said something's changed this week. Can you put your finger on what that is?
Yeah, I can.
Do you want to explain?
No, I don't.
And you mentioned player getting hit. I think that was Morgan Smithies.
What's that?
I think the player you mentioned getting hit off the ball was Morgan Smithies. Was
Yeah.
that the same one? Is that the same challenge you think that caused his concussion?
No.
No, it's different.
Yeah, no.
Jamal, how did you feel? Did you feel you were getting a fair rub of the green out there?
I feel I get what?
Jamal, did you feel like you were getting a fair rub of things out there from the ref?
Yeah, I just think with all the possession that they had and all the tackling that we did, it's going to chew a lot of petrol. Like if you're going to make 220 tackles to their 70, you're using a lot of your petrol. So then when you get the ball back, you're pretty gassed. And like Stick said, 2 tries off kicks, 2 tries off barge overs. Once Big Red got sent to the sin bin, but the second half it was 2 tries all. So that shows the character of the group, shows the resilience of us. And if we could have stopped the momentum in that 10-minute period, I think it would have been a different game.